You have a goal. You have had it for a while. Maybe months. Maybe years. And somewhere deep down you already know you are probably not going to achieve it. Not because you are not smart enough. Not because you do not want it badly enough. Not because the goal is too big. But because of one thing. One single thing. That 99 of people never figure out. And the one who do, achieve almost everything they go after. I am going to show you that one thing today. But I have to warn you first. When you hear it, it is going to feel too simple. You are going to think, that cannot be it. But it is. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your goals the same way again. Before I tell you what it is, I need to show you why you have been failing. And I need to be honest with you. Really honest. Because nobody else will be. Think about the last goal you set. Really think about it. What did you do first? You got excited. You imagined how good it would feel when you achieved it. Maybe you told some people. Maybe you bought something for it, new shoes for the gym, a new notebook for the business idea, a new app for the habit. And for a few days, everything felt possible. Then day 5 arrived. Or day 8. Or day 12. And the excitement was gone. Not reduced. Gone. And in its place, just the work. Just the boring, unglamorous, repetitive, unrewarding work, with no guarantee that any of it would actually lead anywhere. And you stopped. Not dramatically. Not with a decision. You just drifted away from it. One missed day. Then 2. Then somehow a month had passed and the goal was still sitting there. Exactly where you left it. Waiting. And here is what hurts the most. It is not the first time this happened. You have done this before. With a different goal. And the time before that. And the time before that. And every time it happens, a little voice adds one more piece of evidence to a file it has been building your entire life. The file that says, you are not someone who finishes things. That file is the real problem. Not the goal. Not the plan. Not the motivation. That file. And today we are going to delete it. But to delete it, you first need to understand why it exists. And when I show you why, you are going to realize that every single failure you have ever had with a goal was not your fault. There is a study. Harvard Business School. Researchers followed 2 groups of people over 10 years. Group 1 had goals. Group 2 had goals plus one additional thing. At the end of 10 years, Group 2 had achieved significantly more. In almost every measurable area of life. What was the one additional thing? I will tell you in a moment. But first, let me show you what Group 1 was doing wrong. Group 1 did what 99 of people do with goals. They focused on the outcome, the result, the destination. I want to lose 10 kilograms. I want to earn more money. I want to be more disciplined. Sounds right. Sounds like exactly what you should focus on. Here is the problem. The outcome, the result, the destination, is completely outside your control. You cannot control whether you lose weight. You can only control whether you go to the gym today. You cannot control whether you earn more. You can only control whether you do the work today. You cannot control the result. You can only control the action. And the moment your brain focuses on something outside its control, panics, it floods you with doubt. What if it does not work? What if I do all this and nothing changes? What if I am wasting my time? And doubt kills action. Every time. The samurai understood this with a precision that took modern psychology centuries to catch up to. They had a principle, Katachi Yori Kokoro, form before outcome. The process before the result. The action before the reward. A samurai warrior did not train to win duels. He trained because training was what a warrior did. The winning was just what happened when the training was complete. The outcome was the consequence, never the focus. This is the one thing Group 2 had in the Harvard study. They did not focus on outcomes. They focused on systems, daily actions, weekly practices, monthly habits. Not, I want to lose 10 kilograms, but I will walk for 30 minutes every morning at 7 a.m. Not, I want to earn more money, but I will spend 2 hours every evening building my skill. The outcome takes care of itself. The system is what you control. But here is something nobody talks about. Even people who know all of this, who understand systems, who have read every book, who have watched every video, still fail. Why? Because of a mechanism your brain runs completely without your permission. Psychologists call it self-concept protection. Here is how it works. Your brain has a picture of who you are, built over years from every success, every failure, every comment someone made about you, every time you quit, every time you followed through. This picture, this self-concept, your brain will do almost anything to protect. So when you set a goal that requires you to become someone different from who you currently are, your brain sees it as a threat, not to your body, to your identity, and it fights back, subtly, by making you forget, by making you tired, by making everything else seem more urgent, by manufacturing reasons that you cannot start today. This is why the biggest goals, the ones that matter most to you, are also the ones you struggle with most. Because they require the biggest identity shift. And your brain, protecting the current you, resists the future you with everything it has. The samurai called this Jiko no Takeshi, self-obstruction. And they had one solution, not a mindset trick. A daily practice that gradually rewrites the brain's picture of who you are. They called it haiku, the small leap, every day. One action that the current version of you would not normally take. Not a big action. Not a dramatic gesture. One small action that belongs to the future version of you. A person who exercises daily does 5 minutes today. Person who reads 1 page today. A person who creates makes one thing today. Each small action sends a signal to the brain. This is who we are now. And slowly, the brain's picture changes. And when the brain's picture changes, the resistance stops. Because now, the goal is not a threat to your identity. It is an expression of it. Now I can tell you what Group 2 had in the Harvard study. What separated them from the 99 who fail. It was not talent. It was not resources. It was not connections or luck or timing. It was one habit. They reviewed their goals. Every single day. Not once a week. Not once a month. Every day. Here is why this is so powerful. The human brain gives attention to what it encounters repeatedly. It is called the reticular activating system. A filter in your brain that decides, out of the millions of pieces of information you encounter every day, which ones to notice. Have you ever bought a new car, and then suddenly seen that exact car everywhere? The cars were always there. You just were not looking for them. Your reticular activating system was not tuned to them. The moment you bought one, tuned in. When you review your goal every day, your brain tunes into it. Suddenly you notice opportunities you would have missed. Suddenly ideas come that would not have come. Suddenly conversations happen that feel perfectly timed. Not because the universe aligned. Because your brain, finally given clear instructions, started looking. The samurai called this mokuhayo no maizo, goal meditation. Every morning before training, a samurai would sit for exactly 5 minutes and hold his goal in his complete attention. Not visualizing success, not imagining the outcome, simply holding the goal in the mind, clearly, without distraction, for 5 minutes, and then beginning the day, 5 minutes, every day. That was the difference between the 1 and the 99. Not talent. 5 minutes. 3 things. That is all this is. 3 things done daily that the 1 do and the 99 do not. Focus on the system, not the outcome. Write this down. Not, I want to achieve X, but I will do Y at this time in this place every day. The outcome is not your job. The daily action is your job. Do your job. The outcome will follow. Take one small action today that belongs to the future version of you. Not the big action. The small one. The one that takes 5 minutes. The one your current self would normally skip. Do that one thing today. Just today. And tomorrow do it again. And watch who you become over the next 90 days. Review your goal every single morning. Before the phone. Before the email. Before anyone else's voice enters your head. 5 minutes. Just you and your goal and the clarity of what today's action is. These 3 things, combined, do something extraordinary. They remove the gap between who you are today and who you need to be to achieve what you want. Not overnight. Not dramatically. Slowly. The way the samurai forged a katana. Fold by fold, day by day, until what emerged was something that could not have been created any other way. And now, the most important thing, the thing that ties all of this together, the thing that, if you miss it, none of the rest will work. You started this video as part of the 99. Most people who watch this video will remain in the 99. Not because the information was not good enough. Not because they did not understand. But because of one moment, happening right now, that determines everything. This moment, right here, between hearing this and doing something about it. Most people will close this video, feel good about what they learned, and go back to exactly what they were doing before. The information will fade. The feeling will fade. And tomorrow, the goal will be exactly where it was today. Waiting. The one do something different in this exact moment. They do not wait until tomorrow. They do not wait until Monday. They do not wait until the perfect conditions arrive. They take one action, right now, before the feeling fades, before the brain returns to its default settings, before the moment passes. So here is what I want you to do. Right now. Not after this video. Right now. Pause this video. Take 30 seconds. And write down one goal. One daily action that serves that goal. One time tomorrow you will do that action. 30 seconds. That is the difference between the 99 and the 1. The samurai did not become legendary by wanting things more than other men. They became legendary because they understood one truth. That most men spend their entire lives running from. A goal without a daily system is just a wish, and wishes are for people who have given up on doing the work. You have not given up. You are still here. That already makes you different. Now, go be different in the only place it counts. In your actions. Starting 30 seconds from now. Ichigo Ichi. This moment is yours.